Hey guys, my name is ESO and welcome back to part 1 of a new RPG many of you have probably never heard of called Outward. It was made by a tiny studio called 9 Dot Studio, made by about 10 people I believe, and what they've made here is actually really impressive to me. And I played through the start of the game because I wanted to see if it was worth playing on the channel, and I was nothing but impressed. And if you guys like what you see in this video, it's not sponsored or anything like that. I suggest playing the tutorial before you get started because that explains lots of the mechanics of the game. And the mechanics of this game is its strongest point. Like, some of the stuff they've done here is so revolutionary in my opinion. If you guys don't mind the not very good voice acting and the not very good graphics, well, the lighting looks incredible as you can see. This is in-game right now. But I want you guys to look past that and appreciate this game for what it is mechanically and graphically. And I haven't really got into the story yet, so I can't tell you about that. But it seems interesting nonetheless. But my favorite thing about this game, and it says a lot about the developers, is its co-op. You guys can actually play this game split screen. So you can buy one copy for I think it's about £30, and you can just play it next to your friend on the sofa. Even on PC, I can start the game right now in split screen, and one person can use a controller, one on a keyboard, like whatever you like. Or you can have two people playing on Xbox or PlayStation, like, you know, whatever's convenient for you. And that to me was amazing, because usually companies don't do that anymore. Many people of my generation will remember the couch co-op games and playing it with your best friend next to you, and how much of an awesome experience that was. Well, this is a fully fledged RPG that you can play on the sofa with your best friend. Or you can play it online with your friends, whatever you like. But I'm going to be playing through this one solo. Now, I might have some people join me later on in our playthrough, or maybe I'll live stream with some on Twitch and do it in co-op. But for now, we're going to be playing solo. So I'm going to start a new game, and one player, as you can see, you can select 2 players there. Now, we have character creation. I can play as a female. There are different races. Now, personally, I'm going to go for a male. I'm going to call myself Danny. And let me just flick through the character customization options here. So this is my character I've just made. As you can see, there are lots of outfits and styles in the game that will pick up as we progress. But the character customization is nothing really impressive, nothing to shout home about. Hopefully some mods come along in the future to add some more features to it. But right now it's like, yeah, that's your character, whatever. So I'm going to create this character and start the game. So here, guys, we have the prologue. All my life, I've lived within the safety of Cicero, spared the brutality of the world outside. But life in Auray has never been that easy. For all the safety that my tribe provides, our laws are harsh. We are judged not as individuals, but as bloodlines. The failures of my bloodline weigh heavy on me. My grandmother brought ruin to our tribe long ago, bringing a heavy blood price upon my family. We've paid the debt caused by her actions ever since. I joined the expedition to cross the sea with my old friend Yazan, hoping the money made there would be enough to clear my debts. This was a mistake. I'm lucky to still be breathing after our ship hit rocks on the return voyage. Now I have no choice but to pick myself up yet again and face the wilderness untamed land outside the walls. I must carve out my own future or die trying. So we start already with a burden. And here we are, guys. We start the game just after a shipwreck. And clearly we washed up ashore. And it seems to be that we are one of the only survivors from this shipwreck. So as you can see, there are a few bodies, none of which I can loot right now. Probably because they're our fallen brothers. Oh, I can loot something here, though. It's a tattered rag, which I'll use to clothe myself so I don't catch a cold. There are over 4 different environments in this game, including desert, mountainous regions, and so on. And while my clothing does provide armor, it also provides like a warmth value. And, you know, you can freeze to death in some of these environments and get like minus damage and so on because you're cold and you can't attack as fast and so on. I'm gonna gather some berries here. There's also a lot of crafting systems as well, which, you know, we'll go over later. So here we go. This is our friend Yazan.
Hey there.
So as you can see, he just says, hey there, and then there's the dialogue there for me to read. Most of this game isn't actually voice acted. They seem to voice act like parts of it, but not all of it. Now, personally, I don't really mind reading things, and in this game, I think reading is quite important. So, you know, if you mind that, then I guess it's not really going to be a game for you, but I will be reading everything for you anyway in this Let's Play. So hopefully you don't mind my voice. Danny, you're alive. You must be freezing. Come warm up by the fire before you freeze to death. Where are we, Yazam? The last thing I remember was our ship hitting a rock.
We're not far from home. You can see the lighthouse from here, can't you?
Ito made it out too. He's making his way home to Cicero to go and get help.
He's a Kazite. He was born on a ship. Go ahead and sleep in one of the extra bedrolls.
So we can sleep in the bedrolls and sleep, you know, and just relax and regain our health. But we're full health currently, so I'm just going to nab some supplies here. And we're going to carry onwards. What's this? Ah, there's a bandage. Now, bandages are worth a tiny amount of gold, like 3 gold each from a shop. But they seem to be extremely important in surviving and not just bleeding to death every time you get attacked in the game. So I recommend grabbing one of those. Now, you can see the lighthouse over there, and we are actually the lighthouse keeper. We own the lighthouse, but obviously we've been traveling. So I'm going to gather these berries right here. And now we are going to head over here, because I believe there was a little area you could explore just behind this wall here. And I think there is a body just here where we can grab this for our first weapon of the game, which is a machete. Now, this is our first, you know, attempt at combat, I guess you could say. I'm playing on PC with the mouse and keyboard because I prefer that. Press tab to lock onto the enemies, and we're going to right-click to block. And I'm going to wait for this guy to attack me, and then I'm going to hit him back. But as you can see, he's taken away almost a quarter of my health bar just there. So one thing you can do is sort of dodge past them when they attack you like that, and then try and follow up with a few hits before blocking again and going back on the defensive. Now these dogs are quite rapid, so it's going to be a little bit harder for me to take them out. You can also dodge roll as well. It's very much like Dark Souls. And I've also got a kick attack I can do, but that's going to finish him off because he's almost dead. So as you can see, I lost literally half of my health there, but I can loot this high enough for some raw meat and so on. And this game's hard. Like, if you let yourself get hit, you're going to get punished for it. I also need to use this bandage because, as you can see, I'm bleeding down here on the left. I'm doing a little tutorial here because I know people who play this game, you know, it's easier for someone just to tell you what's going on. And I lost a lot of my health, so if I go ahead and eat some bread, I'm not going to eat the raw meat because I could get a disease. We won't do that yet. And that's going to slowly refill my health. Now, if you guys are wondering what these things are on the bottom left, you can go to your statistics, and it says that I'm thirsty here. So that's actually going to decrease my stamina regeneration by 3 times. And also, it's very hot here, apparently, so it's going to make the cost of my actions be 50% more. So I think that I'm overheating because I'm thirsty, so I'm going to go ahead and hold this and drink. You can also gather the water, but we don't actually have anything to gather it with right now. So I'm going to drink some water, and as you can see, that's going to help regenerate my stamina and so on. So if I go over here, I think there's another wolf up ahead. You can see him on the left, or a hyena. There's another body down here as well. Make sure you always lock on because it's just so much easier to... let's see if we can actually kick him this time, which is going to stun him. You can see on the bottom there's a grey bar, and that's kind of like his stagger. So we just hammed him that time, and it was actually a lot more effective. But there are 2 bars. The red bar is his health. The bottom bar is like how many times you have to hit him before you destabilize him. Open hollow trunk. Ah, and there's a cooking pot, some dried mushroom bar, and also some sandals, which I can take there. I wonder if there's anything else hidden around this area. Gather from trees, so I can gather some wood, but I don't have an axe. Now, the last time I came here, there was actually different items in this tree, which is interesting, because clearly the loot is randomized in this game. And there's actually 3 different factions to join as well, so, you know, it leaves it open for multiple playthroughs. But it says my body temperature's back to normal, so that's clearly good. I don't think there's anything to grab down there. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to go back to camp, and we're going to sleep now. Dying in this game basically means like a random event happens, so it might be that you get captured by someone and wake up in a dungeon. Someone might come along and heal you. I'm just going to sleep for 1 hour. You can also repair your items as well. I don't need to do that right now, clearly. So I'm just going to sleep for a few hours and confirm that. And I think we're going to wake up in the city now. After our friend, our companion who went there, clearly got some help for us. Unconsciousness comes quickly and you dream of being ensnared in something. With a yelp, you jump out of your bed. Relief floods through you as you recognise where you are. You are back in your old bed at home, the lighthouse of Cicero. Sorry if I butcher any of these names, by the way, guys. Yazan must have brought you back to your family lighthouse. Only your aching body tells you that the shipwreck you suffered was not a nightmare. Here we go, let's continue. I'm waking up on the floor. I guess I literally fell out of bed there. And we have some items that are apparently just sitting around my house. So I'm going to grab those. You can also see that I'm over encumbered in my pockets. But I think I have a bag downstairs, so I'm going to go and grab that right now. Yeah, just here you can see there's a bag that I can equip. Now, equipping bags, as you can see, it makes me roll a lot slower, which means I have less invincibility frames when someone attacks me while I'm rolling. So it's a good idea to actually drop your bag before combat, but I can now store everything that I don't need right now in my bag. And to be honest, I'm going to put this cooking pot in my chest here because I really don't need it right now. We're going to take the hide with us though, and also these metal scraps for now. And all I've got is 27 gold, which isn't ideal, to be honest with you. There's also some stuff I can loot here, but I'm going to come back here later because it's part of a quest. So now we're going to go back into the streets of Cicero.
Rise and shine, trog spawn. You think you can nip off for 4 months and not pay what you owe the tribe?
So he's talking about our blood tax that we owe.
Blood price is sacred. You can't just shrug off that responsibility.
If I don't see the money from you by the time I count to 10, you'll regret you ever came home.
So, terrible voice acting, but there you go. I just woke up from a shipwreck. Have a heart, will you?
Yeah, you were on that ship too, weren't you? How many lives must your family be responsible for destroying before enough is enough?
This doesn't change the fact I have no money right now and I can't pay you.
If you can't make the payments you missed, we will seize your home!
Enough of this! 12 people are dead. Stop this shameful behavior at once. Threaten someone like this while the lost lives are still fresh is an insult to their memory.
But, Chamber Lady Aberdeen.
I said that is enough. If you want to resume discussions after the mourning period, feel free. Oliel, see these people off, would you? I'm sorry that was the first thing you woke up to. Please forgive them. Many of them have lost family and are not thinking straight.
I can't believe they want to seize my home. Can't you do something?
If I could do more, I would. The most I can do for you is declare a mourning period and buy you a little time.
So basically, guys, she's given us 5 days of a mourning period to find ourselves 150 gold to pay off what we need to pay so far. Now, you don't have to do that, but we'll talk more about that in a moment.
That gives you a few days to pay back the money. Either gather the money or earn a tribal favor, and they won't be able to touch you. Once you can make the payment, come see me. Please find a way to make it work.
Then I'll have to head outside the wall. I'm just going to head off.
That does seem like your most effective option, dangerous as it is. Never forget, no one is an orphan in Cierzo. Do not hesitate to ask the rest of the tribe for survival advice. Once you're ready to leave Cierzo, speak with Burak, the gate ward.
So there we go, guys. Let's talk to our companion in a moment. But as you can see, this is the starter village, basically. It's not a very big place, but there's lots of shops, lots of general merchants we can get quests from. So I'm going to run around and quickly guide you through that before we can go out into the wilderness. And that's where, you know, the real sort of spark of this game comes together. This is just the town map, but it doesn't actually tell you where you are on the map. And that's quite an important thing because you actually need to use, you know, landmarks and features that it shows you on the map to figure out where you are and where you're going, which I quite like, especially in the caves where you can actually quite easily get lost in some situations. So let's have a chat with, I put my torch away first actually, because you don't need that out right now.
I'm glad you survived the wreck.
Is that glowing sword new? Where did you get it? Look at that damn blade. I thought the sunlight was on it, but it's actually glowing.
Rufus commissioned it for me as a going-away present.
Okay, so maybe we can talk to Rufus, who I guess is the blacksmith, and he might be able to make us something cool like that.
But with the shipwreck, it wouldn't be right to leave so soon.
You have no idea. I don't know how I'm going to gather the money Rissa is demanding from me. This game also has choices in it as well, but the start of the game is rather linear until you get, past the starting area, basically.
I have faith in you. You'll pull through. Always strive to be better than today.
So bold, so bold. We'll see more of her later, though. Let's head off into town. And we can talk to the various people around and gather some quests, basically, before we actually head out into the wilderness. Town is down there, but I want to go up here because there's a lady that we can get a quest from. I don't really know how, like, the thievery system works in this game, but I seem to be able to, like, just grab things as I go. And, basically, how this game works is your character progresses mainly through learning skills from trainers. So you pay trainers and they teach you new skills depending on what weapon you decide to use or magic. And you'll notice at the bottom of left there, I don't actually have a mana bar yet, guys. So I can't use magic. And the way magic works in this game, I'm just looking around to see if I can like loot anything here, because I think there is a chest at the top of the stairs. The way magic works in this game, though, so I can open this. And there's some blue light clothes, an ice rag, and some bandages, which I definitely need those bandages. But I just seem to be able to take this stuff, and it's a bit strange. I don't know if I can take it because there's no one in here, or if it counts as stealing. Let's have a little look down in the pantry here. Ah, so this room, I need the town key. That's clearly like the treasury or something, because this is like the main townhouse, I guess. Right, let's head outside. So yeah, for magic, you actually have to adventure to the top of a mountain, I'll show you later, and you have to activate your mana. You don't start off the game with mana, and you have to give up your health and stamina to actually get more mana. So, you can't just invest in tons of mana, otherwise you'll be extremely weak and very easy, die in one hit effectively. So we're going to talk to this lady here.
Greetings, friend.
I'm here about work.
Lend me your ear.
I'm looking for something to do nearby.
As a matter of fact, I could use a brash explorer for something.
If the pay's good, I'm willing to put my life in danger, because I'm a needy boy.
Here's what I need.
So she's looking for a rare mushroom. Okay.
You'll know it if you find it.
And she's going to give me 70 gold for it. Okay, that's really good. I could say it's a terrible idea, but no, I'm going to say I'll do it.
Perfect. Make sure you have a good weapon, a lantern, and plenty of supplies.
Alright, don't forget that Trogs have poor eyesight but fantastic hearing. So that is a hint that we could sneak
Lend me
past
your
them.
ear.
She also says this is how you get to Blister Burrow, where we're going to find that item. And there's some directions there. But, I'll talk about that more when we actually want to head over there, because right now we don't.
I'll see you.
You guys might find, the town talking to people quite boring. So if you want to actually see the gameplay, feel free to skip ahead. But, I quite like just talking to the people and stuff. We can go into the tavern here and have a chat with the local innkeeper. She might have some work.
What is it?
I like to talk.
The customers have been talking.
Apparently, there may be some survivors from the wreck washed up on the beach further down the chore stones. You could save them. I'm sure they'd return the favour. So maybe we can do that as well. Just a little hint there. All right, let's head out of the inn. She gave us some random tips of advice there. This is the gatekeeper. We can talk to him when we want to leave, but we don't want to leave just yet, guys. There's also a merchant here. Maybe I can actually sell him some stuff later. But for now, let's head over to the blacksmith and talk about this magical weapon that we saw earlier.
What can I do for you?
So, can you craft me something?
Here's what I need.
Blue sand and armor log has been updated. So we can give him blue sand and money, and he'll make helmet, armor, and boots, which I guess is some pretty useful equipment. And we can also ask these different people about the mechanics of the game, but I can just sort of explain that to you anyway. And as you can see, he's going to sell us some stuff. I'm actually going to sell him some clothes, because to be honest, I really don't need those right now. But we just made 27 gold there, so good job, guys. And if we talk to the mage over here, she'll tell us a little bit about mana.
Hey there.
And I do believe she'll also offer us a quest. She says she's running low on crystal powder to brew advanced potions. So if you've got an alchemy set of your own, you can make some for me. And I can say yes.
Hey, listen.
So she's going to give us the crafting recipe for that as well. Blend 4 mana stones into a deployed alchemy kit. So there we go. We can also ask her about learning magic, and she'll explain that process as well. Alright, so we're done here. Let's go over to the next merchant. Hanging around just here. and see if he has
Is
anything
there
for
something
us.
you need? Can you help with this?
So he wants us to go to Berg, which is another town, and pick something up from the general store. I'm going to say yes.
Excellent.
We're not going to do that now, though. We're going to do that probably much later.
Key
And
to
we can
survival.
also buy backpacks and lanterns from him. I really want to get a nomad backpack at some point. So we'll be back here later, I'm sure. Now we need to go and explore the docks. And we're going to find a few more quests down over here. There's a few more characters you can talk to that I'm not going to bother speaking to yet, but you guys can feel free to explore on your own. So this boy, Fishmonger Carl.
Greetings, friend.
I want to buy something. So now we have money, we can actually buy a raw rainbow trout from him, which we need. So I'm going to buy that. It's 15 gold. That seems like a lot of money, but we're going to buy that because we actually can make some money of it with the next quest I'm going to show you. That will quickly do for our daily work today. And if we come upstairs, you'll find 2 trainers here, which look so cool. Look at these guys. Their armor looks insane. You can get, like, you know, loads of armor like this, by the way.
What can I do
And
for
I can
you?
say, oh, I'd like to train with
wonder.
you. And, you know, these guys will actually teach you some really cool stuff, like increasing your health and also your some abilities as well, depending on the weapons you're using. But I don't need that stuff yet. I'm going to talk to this merchant here.
Can I help you?
Because he's going to give me a quest.
Can you lend me a hand?
I love the caviche your parents made. I was never able to achieve the same taste. Could you prepare me one, like your parents used to? I'll return the favor. Yes.
Yes.
So now he's given us a quest to prepare him this food, and, you know, we can get some money from that later. If we come over here now, you shall see. There's a crafting instruction to craft some leather materials. So we can go ahead and craft something, and we're going to go over to the beach area and talk to our good pal. Just over here. That's a water purifier in the background, by the way, if you guys are
I
wondering.
wish I could greet you with a smile, but, well...
How are you holding up?
Yesterday I was leading our most ambitious expedition in a decade. Now, all that's left is this wreck, and a tribe in mourning.
How did our ship sink so close to home?
The lighthouse wasn't lit at the time we made impact with the rocks, I'm certain. We lost everyone who was below the deck at the time of the accident. What little we could salvage from the wreck has gone to the families of my drowned men.
So Yazad's having an equally bad time by the sounds of it, but actually he says that he does have a small stash of goods that he hid near the cause of the disaster, near the old shipwreck to the south, apparently. When you open it, remember that the moon commands the stars. I have no idea what he means.
Remember, you're not just a link in a chain. You're worth more than the blood in your veins.
Okay, so we've spoken to Yazan. He's told us about some potential treasure we can grab. And now let's go over to the water supply, because there's actually a water skid here. And we can go ahead and gather some clean water. And I'm also going to drink some because my character is thirsty. I want to make sure he's full. That I'm 100% on water now and 87% on sleep and food. So you keep an eye on your statistics there as you go. Now I do believe there is a fishing spear around here somewhere, which will allow me to gather the fish. Just at the end of this pier, I believe. Aha, here we have a fishing spear. So now we can come over here where there's a few fish running around. And I can hold F to gather these fish with my spear. It won't work unless you have the required item, and as you can see I got a raw salmon out of that, so potentially we can cook that later. And now there's one more trip I need to make before we go home and do some cooking. So we are back on the docks, and just over there you can actually see there is an entrance in the rocks below our lighthouse. And this is going to have some interesting things in. Apparently it's the storage area, and I don't know if this counts as stealing, but, you know, clearly there is a stealing mechanic in this game, I guess, but so far we can just pick up any items that are laying around in this village, at least. So let's get a torch out right here. Right, there we go. So there's some bread, very nice, and it looks like there's a lantern, an old lantern. Now, I can't, there's a flint and steel as well. I can't attach the lantern to my bag because I've got like a very small bag. But later on when we get the Nomad backpack, I believe we can just attach a lantern to the outside, which, you know, frees up both my arms. And there's also a junk pile with a padded helm, which is fantastic. That's going to give me a fair bit of defense there. Very nice. Okay, so is there anything else around this corner? Yes, there is. I'm glad I checked. Cooking Granberries jam, which is really useful. So let's go ahead and read that. Now, currently, this Felling Great Axe is a two-handed weapon, does 18 damage. The axe does 13. The machete does 12, but has a faster attack speed. So I'm going to carry on with my machete because I can use a torch, and we're going to go into this dark cave. Oh, there's even a mining axe here, which we're going to need later. So let's head on inside. I can also sneak, by the way. Oh, you can see there's a troglodyte there, which isn't ideal. Apparently they have bad eyesight, so I don't know, maybe we can like... I don't want to attack two of them because they're quite annoying with their spears if they're both attacking you. But we can press F to hold and mine this iron ore here. And I've got some more iron scrap and a gravel beetle. Which I guess that could be used in alchemy. Gives you an interesting reason to mine if you're an alchemist, really, doesn't it? Oh, I think... Oh, yep, there's one. So I'm going to block that. And I'm just going to backtrack a little bit here. Because I don't want the other guy to get locked onto me. He's going to charge me. And we're going to step to the side. Try and block his next attack. Like so. Oh, wow. He does a lot of damage there. He hit me. Took off like a quarter of my health. And I can loot the troglodyte. He's got some mushrooms there. Just going to restore some food. He's also got a trident. We're going to have a quick look at that. Currently, I am over encumbered. So I could drop my bag off. We're not bleeding from that encounter. So I might have some of these mushrooms. Because they restore a bit of extra maximum health. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of time, though, for that to... so I think what I might do is I might just... Oh, shit. Hello. So the game doesn't pause, like in Dark Souls, guys. He's going to charge me. And I really need to take off my bag, because as you can see, I literally can't move at all right now. I'm very over encumbered with this bag. So let's undo that before we go further into this cave. Oh, wow, he actually left his trident in the wall there. These tridents, I mean, I'm going to drop the other one out of my bag as well because they seem to be rather useless in terms of actually giving me, you know, they're just not worth the weight to carry around as a resource. Now, I haven't really ventured that much into crafting yet, but I assume you can deconstruct stuff. Let's grab this. I haven't actually been in this cave yet. I kind of just avoided it in my first playthrough because I wanted to, you know, have a little bit of fear of just having no idea what's ahead. It looks like there's an exit just here. There's a signpost there as well. What does that say? Danger. Going forward will stand you in the middle of the wilderness until you make your way back to the village. Oh, I see. So you literally drop off there. Okay, I'm not going to do that right now, but we know there's a shortcut there now, which is an interesting thing in itself. I do recommend you guys take care of these troglodytes, by the way, guys. If you do want to come down here. But clearly they've actually, you know, exited the village, or entered the village from that, like, secret entrance down there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up my bag again, because we've got everything... So I can now run despite my bag being slightly overweight, but as you can see if I roll, it's like so slow and cumbersome. So we're just going to head outside again now, and we're going to sell some of the stuff we just grabbed. I don't know if there's a mission or anything for clearing out the storage area, but, you know, I feel like I robbed the village by going there. Oh, by the way, guys, this game has, I believe, several different endings and over 3 to 4 factions or something. One of them's like a religious faction. I don't really know anything about the factions, though, so I can't tell you that much. I thought it would be funner if, you know, we can sort of discover them as we go. Oh, we haven't spoken to this merchant yet, and there's actually a hatchet buried in the tree, which obviously we do need for surviving in the wilderness. What we also need is a bigger bag. Do you actually have a quest? Let's have a look. I'm going to sell him the felling great axe because I really don't need that yet. There's a better weapon I'll show you guys how to get later. I'm also going to sell one of these old lanterns. We don't need to carry around 2. 2 water skins might be necessary for the desert, but definitely not here. Okay, so let's head back up to our house now. It's nighttime, and we can also craft the food we needed to craft. I like games that actually get dark at nighttime, where, nighttime is a risk, because you really can't see much at all. This gold sword, though, is still glowing in the background. Oh, boy. Alright, let's enter the lighthouse. And then, as you can see, my character's panting, because he's, tired from all the sprinting. We're going to grab these berries, and we're going to head downstairs, where my kitchen is. So I can grab the other foods here and whatnot. There's also a recipe which we obviously are going to need. So make sure you pick that up. And just grab everything here. You can also take the improved bedroll. Right, so now guys, we want to find the recipe we just picked up. Just here. The cooking recipe. And now we've learned it. So we can go ahead and craft this ingredient. But we need some salt. Okay, so it turns out this guy sells salt. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy 2 salt. Right, now we have our salt, we can actually cook what we wanted to cook. Okay, there we go. Craft. And we're going to get free for all those ingredients. There we go. Remember, guys, I got the seaweed at the start of the game on the beach, if you were wondering. Also, if you guys have been harvesting berries, we can now craft some jam. Look at that. And I can also combine the bread with that jam to make jam bread and some meat stew, because I got meat, I got berries, and I've got some salt spare, so we can make that too. So look at that, I've made a ton of different recipes, which is going to be useful when we go out on an adventure tomorrow. Now, obviously, one way we can refill our health is by sleeping, and that's what I'm going to do in this situation. This food will go moldy eventually, by the way, guys, so that's important to note. But I'm going to use my bed, and I'm going to sleep until morning. Confirm. And I've woken up. If I go to my crafting menu, then you can actually see that I can make my armor, my green worker attire, into a makeshift leather attire. And as you can see, that has a lot better defense. So I'm going to craft that with the leather I found. I'm also going to upgrade my boots into leather boots as well. I can also make bandages here as well, and even a fire. And you can actually place the fire down and craft and stuff. Now I'm kind of more ready to go out on an adventure. But let's run back and complete this quest first. Okay, so we're at the fish shop again.
Can I help you?
And we can say, like to talk.
Yeah,
and then I can finish off this quest, and we can come back for him. We can come back to him for more work in the future. But what I want to do is talk to Ito.
Amber, my friend.
I want to train with you. And now you can see, you can actually find a lot of things here you can buy from him. One of those things is fitness. Increase your maximum health by 25 and the amount of health you restore while sleeping by 20%. Costs 50 gold. Now, I know I need to pay 150 gold, but I don't really know what happens if you don't meet that in 5 days, but I'm going to buy this anyway for some extra health, because where we're going, that's going to be really useful. Right, so we're going to head out to the exit here, where this bro is before we go on our adventure.
Need something?
I'd like to talk. I'm going outside.
Well, you got the essentials at least. Here, I'll teach you a skill.
So he's going to teach us a skill for the current weapon we're holding, which is a machete. So I believe it's just like a one-handed sword type weapon. So, why not? Let's just start off with that.
There you go.
Mastering skills is the key to survival out in the wild. All right. I feel comfortable letting you outside the walls. Use the door when you want to head out.
Alright then, guys. Let's head out of the walls here and leave the safety of the village for our adventure. We're going to be getting the shield mushroom that we, initially got a quest to get from the dungeon. So let's head over on the left here to get that. In fact, there's a boar over... What is that? No, it's a tree, not a boar. I thought that was something else. There are some berries. Now, as I said earlier, guys, in this game, you don't really die. You kind of, like a different event happens, a random event depending where you die. So if I die out in a field, you know, it might be that, you know, some random person finds me on the road and revives me and takes me back home. I can actually see some bandits down there. I don't really want to deal with the bandits. I feel like they're rather annoying. And right now, I don't know what they'd have on them. So I just want to carry on with the quest I've got at hand. There is a chest just here, though, which is random. Now, I'm actually not going to grab anything from that chest right now, because it's just going to be extra things to carry, and considering I'm heading somewhere, I don't need that stuff right now. I don't know if chests respawn. I can only assume they do, but I guess it's like in a day's time or something. So the lady said her directions were that you carry on going north from the village, and as you can see, this is the city of Cicero where we are, and we're going up here and then left, or north even, over here, and that's where we're going to find the cave. You can see there's a bandit camp there, ancient ruins, and lots of other things. The mana mountain is that giant mountain over there. You have to go to the top of that apparently to get mana. I don't know if we'll be doing that right away. I don't really know how useful mana is on characters like this, because this guy's probably going to be more like a warrior sort of character. I kind of like that playstyle, but I think I'm going to dapple in everything just for fun, you know, just to sort of show it off what that's like for you guys. Okay, here's the cave, the Troglodyte cave. So let's head on inside. This is apparently the easiest dungeon in the game. Each area has between, I think, 6 and 8 dungeons, or 6 to 8 big dungeons, basically. This is one of them. I don't know how big the actual place is, though. I'm going to whip out my makeshift torch here. There is a dead body here. Open adventurer's corpse. He has a dagger. Does 22 damage. But obviously it's going to have no real reach. And he has poison rag, so I can poison my weapon. Potentially poison my dagger here. As you can see, it does a lot more damage. Double the damage and double the attack power of this torch. And we might as well carry on using it. I also brought my pickaxe, guys. Make sure you don't forget your pickaxe that we found earlier. Okay, here we go. Here's our first. Oh, wait. Don't have my weapon out. Jesus Christ. Quit. Hide and seek. I've made a blunder here, guys. Okay, so I have this dagger, but for some reason I wasn't, like, able to use it. Whereas with the machete, like, I can swing that, but I don't really understand how the dagger works. So instead of trying to figure that out right now, here he is again. He's already here waiting for us, the bastards. Another thing I need to do is equip my skill that I haven't yet done. This guy's beating the crap out of me. Let's see if we can finish him off. There we go. He's dead. Right, so I need to bandage myself first because I'm bleeding currently before I lose all my health. Then I'm going to go ahead and eat one of these to recover some health. And also, I need to go to my skills, which are just here, and I'm going to equip a skill that I learned, which is the puncture skill. Requires a one-handed sword, close combat attack, which deals high damage, impact, and inflicts pain. Pain basically reduces the damage your enemies do to you. There's also some other skills you can equip there, but I don't think I can really use any yet, so I'm not going to bother. I'm going to take these mushrooms right now, and I'm going to eat another one of these mushrooms. As you can see, food is super important for, like, maintaining health. And my health is slowly going up there, so that's good news for us. So now I have an extra damage attack. We don't want to bite off more than we can chew with these troglodytes. You want to hit like one at a time if we can. And I kind of messed up there already because we took a lot of damage from that first one, you know. So I'm going to go left here, and I'm going to hug the left wall. It can get quite confusing in here, so do pay attention. I think this is one of the smaller dungeons and, you know, less epic in terms of enemies. So we'll carry on hugging this left wall. That main room there is where we're going to find... Ah, okay, so this is almost burnt out. I don't want it to burn out. We're good, though. I think we're good. We can carry on running around with it for a bit. I believe all the spawns and stuff are random, so I just can't see any enemies yet. There's one in there, though. I'm going to sneak in here, See if I can like get the drop on him. He's definitely going to see me in a minute. Yep, there he is. Job down. Did I miss my attack or did I use it? Oh, there we go. There it is. There we go. He's dead. Great, great. Fantastic. That went really well. That was a good fight, I would say. I was happy with that. I don't know what the cooldown on that puncture attack is, but it seemed reasonably powerful. Giant Heart Garnic. Okay, we can potentially sell that to the collector lady we met earlier. What is this weird mystical creature in here? Look at that. It's creepy AF. Ugh. Criminal. And we're going to gather these mushrooms just because it's going to give me a little bit of health back. So, you know what? Let's just eat one of those now. An explorer's snack, my friends. Well, let's carry on to the next dungeon. We cleared that room out now. And we found what could be potentially worth some money, which is always a good thing when you're adventuring around ruins. Now, I'm going to carry on going left, carry on going up here. I'm going to take care, though. I can't really see that far ahead of me. And as I said before, I don't look. There's two guys right here. Aha. Okay, I've bitten off. Oh, I've bitten off two of them. That's not good at all. Oh shit! There's actually three of them. Jesus Christ. That's not good. And there's another one. Fantastic. Oh god. So what we actually need is just here. So I'm going to grab this in this big room here. Back off right now. I want to keep a bit of distance between these guys. I don't really want to fight two at once. He's going to charge us, which is good because he missed. Let's just get him on the other side now because I don't know where the other one went. He's running away. He's running away. Come back here. Okay, he's dead. One's dead. Great. I'm low on stamina, so I want to be careful with this fight. Oh, he's also running. Oh, Jesus. No, that's not good. That's not good. I missed. That takes a lot of stamina, that attack, though, so I should really be careful. This guy is not having a good time. There we go. He's finally dead. An absolute wuss. Oh, he's got 4 gold. No wonder he's running away. I'll take that, mate. And my torch has run out, so I'm going to equip this one now. I've also got a lantern as well, so that's good. So we're in this big room still, and I'm going to carry on up to the top here and see what we can find. Seems there is a ledge there, but I can't access it. Ah, some iron, more auto mine. 1 iron scrap. Great. Better than nothing, I guess. Okay, there's another chocolate diet. Oh, wow, that one's glowing. He looks like he could be a mage. I need to be careful there. I think he blocked that attack, which is kind of annoying. Come on, charge me, charge me, charge me. I should really drop off my bag in this fight right here. Let's just drop that off right now. Okay, he's dead. Great, great, great. And the wizard is coming up behind him. He looks like the king. Oh man, he's tanky. He's tanky as fuck, guys. Tanky boy. What are you doing? He's casting spells. There's something there. I don't know what that is, though. Being careful because I don't really know what to expect from this guy. Oh, I missed my kick attack. I wasn't close enough. Ow. I don't know if he's healing himself or what, but I kind of need to like just quickly go back here and get some food right now. I don't think I was really expecting... I don't need to kill this guy, but I kind of like want to try. He's debuffing me, I believe. there's like some status effects I've not seen there before. Now he's running. He's running into a wall though, he's gonna get fucked. There we go. My god, I literally destroyed him right there. Mana troglodyte, mana stone. Okay, that's really useful. We need that. He's also got a troglodyte staff. And that actually, I don't know how much it's worth, but I'm going to drop this on the floor because I don't need this. Where's my bag? Equip my bag. And now I can use my lantern. We're going to equip the lantern. Lucky we have the lantern. As you can see, it's not as effective as the torches though, so that's not great. I'm also going to eat another one of these. And I'll put this in my bag right now. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so look, there's some mana stones down here, which is good. This is good. That was quite a little intense fight. The first time I came down here on my other save, and there's a chest. I missed this chest. Miner's omelette. Love it. And also, I actually didn't fight. There's a shield here as well. Not a very good one, granted, but my bag's also over 8. But there is another thing we can mine for mana stones, which was why I brought my pickaxe, literally. There wasn't actually a mana troglodyte down there when I last came here, so clearly the spawns are random, which is nice for replayability. Alright, I'm just going to carry on with like a big bag. I think we're pretty much done in this dungeon though. I know there is a gate you can unlock, which we haven't walked past actually. And I still don't know where the key is for that. It's another thing we didn't really figure out. But largely, I feel like I've done a good portion of this area. Oh, Jesus. You see that red status effect around him right now? That actually means that he's hurt. So he does minus like 25 damage, I believe. Get back, bitch. Okay, we've killed one, but there's another one right here, which isn't good. Oh, that was close. Oh, bloody hell, I actually let him hit me there. Oh, wow, that spinning attack right there really hurts. And my stamina is literally down so hard right now. I can't even finish him off. He's just going to kill me if I'm not bloody careful. I'm bleeding as well. Look how, like, dead my character is right now. Get the fuck out of here. Can I eat something? Oh god, he's coming. Okay, that's restored my burnt stamina specifically. Oh boy! No, that was so lucky. Okay, he's dead. Come on. There we go, he's dead. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm actually bleeding here, so I have my last bandage, which means we got to be super careful because I don't think I have any linen. I don't know how I make linen, so that's not bloody good mix, guys. Let's go ahead and eat a big arse meal here, and then I'll explore a bit further. But I'm going to be very cautious because, yeah. Oh Jesus, there's another one. Oh, there's another 2. Are you joking? Now might be the time to actually just get out of here, guys, because my bag's overweight. I can't really carry much more. I think this is the way. Oh, no, it's the other way. It's the other way. So we carry on down this corridor. Let me turn right. Where am I? I'm lost. I'm lost. Aha, this is the way out. It's the green mushroom. I remember this. Okay, God. Thank God. We're out. We made it out, guys. We did the first easiest dungeon in the game. There you go. Hell yeah. Alright guys, we're going to head back to the village now and sell our stuff. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you watch the next episode of Outward, where we'll be continuing onwards with our journey. And I've really enjoyed this episode so far. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. What's this over here? It seems to be... Oh, gather oil. Okay. Another mysterious ingredient. Thick oil. He loves it. So I guess that over there is the bandit camp, because City of Cicero is here. The Mana Mountain is over there. So I'm standing here right now, and I can see the bridge across. So that is the bandit camp right there. That is a bloody big ass bandit camp. So as you can see, the giant heart garnet we found sells for 15 gold, but you can actually sell it to the lady on top of that building for even more. So this lady up here we already spoke to has a few things we can sell to her.
Greetings, friend.
I may have something for you.
Lend me your ear.
I have this unusual item.
I'm always interested
I found this
in
strange
curiosities.
garnet in the ribcage of an ash giant.
Oh-ho, an interesting piece.
So she can give us 30 silver, which is double what the other merchants offered. So yes.
Excellent.
I'm here about work as well.
Lend me your ear.
I found that giant mushroom you wanted.
You've earned this.
So she's going to give me another 70 gold for that. So we already made back 100 gold from this trip already. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Outward, the part 1. I'll be making a part 2 shortly, so you guys can check it out, linked in the description below. Let me know your thoughts and comments on this game. I may go into just making a few fun videos, a few guides of some of the more exciting parts of the game. If this video gets enough likes and enough people are enjoying the game, let me know your thoughts down below, then I'll definitely continue a full walkthrough of this game, because I think it's really promising. I think there's a lot in this game, a lot to do, a lot of cool weapons and things to explore, and it actually gets me excited about the game as well. Like the lore and the background and the story seems pretty cool. And I know it's made by like a tiny company and like it's not like a AAA budget game that we're used to, but I'm having a lot of fun with it so far, and I hope you guys enjoy it when it's released. I believe March 26th is the date. But thank you for watching, and I will see you guys soon with the next episode. Goodbye. And also guys, if you haven't subscribed, press the bell icon, and then YouTube will actually notify you when the next video comes out. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.